Hello and welcome to ICG Podcast episode 30. I'm Abdul and with me is Yesvanth.
Hey all, how's it going? Episode 30.
Yes.
It's like we had continuous episode. If we had continuous episode for every single day, we covered a month, man.
Oh,
And oh my God, I just can't seem to believe every single passing podcast. It's like a milestone for us to keep doing this what we love. And yeah, every single episode is very important and pretty pretty exciting to basically talk about what we see, what we hear, what we experience as a gamers, I suppose. Yeah, here we are talking about them, sharing about them. Thank you
yeah.
for joining.
Yep. Thank you for joining us. So, as you guys might have known, this week was quite an, let's say, interesting week because, of course, in terms of gaming, there was, of course, the Game Awards and the leak of GTA 6. And, not the leak, sorry, I mean the official first trailer of GTA 6. And I mean, it blew up pretty much. And
I mean, they leaked about it, and the devs were like, "Hey, man, we wanted to do this with you." And I saw everybody was like, "Yeah, we wanted to experience the trailer along with the entire rest of the world." But hey, here you go. So they released the trailer pretty early than what it was intended when it was intended to release. I had my alarm and everything set up for exactly 7:30 p.m. IST, and just when I woke up, it was already there. I was like, "Oh my God, I missed for like more than quite what do you say 2 hours, I think. Yeah, by the time I woke up and I saw it was 2 hours, and then yeah, it still caught the many of the people's eyes. Like, okay, yeah, this is great. And yeah, as you can expect, it's GTA 6 trailer, and they revealed the logo as well for the first time. And pretty much, it just kept on breaking all the records for a trailer, non-music. I think, yeah. What do you have to say about that, Abdul?
yeah, well, before I say anything, I want to first welcome Hungry Wolf.
Hey,
I
hey, Hungry Wolf. Thank you for joining, man.
Yes, thank you for joining us. And he says they heard about ICG's plan and released it early.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They didn't want what do you say to be featured by ICG.
Oh
Oh
no,
my.
Bilal is also here. Hello, Bilal.
Hey, hey Bilal. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, so my first impression was it's a huge city, man. It was filled,
Yeah.
and
And it's basically right going from it reached more than 93 million views in just 24 hours. I mean, those are just insane numbers. And I have seen a tweet, and even after that tweet, I even went and compared. So basically, GTA 5 trailer took 12 years to reach 100 million views, and GTA 6 trailer, it just took like less than 2 days, I suppose. Yeah, less than 2 days to reach that 100 million views. So yeah, pretty much 12 years, 2 days. It's really, really awesome. We have a new person, PS5 Playground. Hey, hey, man. Thank you for joining.
welcome.
Hello. Thank you for joining, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, as I was saying, like Yashwan said, the first trailer for GTA 6 reached more than 93 million views within the first 24 hours and shattered the previous record for a non-musical video debut. So,
Yeah.
GG to that. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyways, Yeshwant, you continue. I think I'm off.
Yeah, yeah. Just have a water, a sip of water, and yes, no
Yes,
worries.
I'll be right back.
All right, I think we have everybody after GTA 6 released. I think just about every single studio, like Halo was there, that they had this new season going on. They had the same background, and the Fall Guys had the same background, and everybody was just copying the background. It's like that's what basically GTA does to the gaming market, to the entire entertainment market as a whole, right? It has that influence, it has that presence when somebody as Rockstar, when something as a game as GTA comes with their newest version, the next big game, everybody just took into that what do you say the design of the announcement, and yeah, it just everywhere, man. And I think going after that, right, we have the next biggest news apart from GTA 6 trailer breaking all the records and is the PSVR 2. We have Aishwarya Marathe. Hello, hey man, hey, thank you for joining. And yeah, um, we did two thanks to Biluda. Okay. PlayStation VR2 launched in India, priced at 57,999 rupees. This is the standard version, and the Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle is priced at 61,999. So yeah, that's pretty much a lot of money to, if you ask me. Right now, the PlayStation 5 costs less than 50,000. If you go with the bundles and the offers here and there, 47,000. You can even get it for 33,000, man, with all the bank offers, with the Flipkart, what do you say, the Ultimate Gaming Pass. So all these things bundled, you can stack these, I suppose, and it will straight up come down to 33,000. A PlayStation 5 console, just after its 2 years or 3 years release, you get it for 43,000. That's crazy. And then you have PSVR 2 launching in India. How many months late, Abdul? Three
Almost 6 months.
months?
I don't know. I think it was available in June or July itself, I guess.
July. Yeah, yeah.
So
5 months or
I
six
was
months of half an year later, man, and you see the MRP, which is for standard version 58,000 for standard version and 62,000 for a bundle. And I don't think PSVR 2 is backward compatible, right? I don't think
no,
so.
no.
From what I know, yeah. So you don't have that many games to justify that much of amount in a market such as India, where we have MetaQuest 3 Pro or something, which is basically the better version of VR, and it has the support of Steam, right?
Yeah,
So combining, just making sense of all this, it doesn't make any sense, man, to release at this insane price. Um, Aishwarya says when the subunit is costlier than the main unit, you fear buying it.
yeah.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Any new launch of an accessory or a PlayStation hardware since the PS5 launch in India, I've been sharing the affiliate links for Amazon. And this is the first time not a single person purchased PSVR 2. Not a
Nice.
single person. So yeah, there were 28 units or 28, 29 units the moment when I tweeted about it, and by next day when I saw it was still at the same price. So basically, nobody in India from Amazon purchased the PSVR 2. It just shows that this is a crazy amount for launching in a country such as India after 6 months, man. That's just insane price. And yeah, I think people are just waiting. Honestly, I think people are just waiting for a sale to happen. And I don't blame them, man. I don't really blame them. You have seen these incredible games such as Spider-Man 2 just yesterday going for less than 2,000 rupees in India. It's not even been a year since the game launched. It's not even been what is this? September, October. Yeah, October, November, and it's just 1.5 month or 2 months, and you have that game, and you can get that game for less than a 50, for 60% off, for more than 60% off. I think this is just a, what is a impact of not getting GODY title. If there was GODY title, I think that game would not be selling for such a low price.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, all I'll say is people are waiting for the sale for PSVR 2 to go on sale, and maybe if the price is right, they'll buy it. I'll tell you this. I have never experienced PSVR 2 until a month or 2 months ago when I went to this Prasad Multiplex IMAX in Hyderabad. And I just, for the sake of it, just wanted to see how it feels. I put it on, and it was the oldest VR. I don't know which version they even used. It was all taped. The duct tape was everywhere, but it still was impressive. It just blew me out of, what do you say? It just blew me, man. And I think if the price is right in the sale, I'm money man. Even though I'm not playing much of a PS5 game, at least for the experience, for the sake of it, for my parents to experience that kind of what to say, the surreal. It's too good to miss out. So yeah, if the price is right in the sale, people are waiting for that.
right. Well, before I share my thoughts, I want to say hi to Aishwarya. Thank you for joining us.
Hey
And
man.
yeah, I also want to say he says that ICG got a nice boost due to your deals tweet. I have to say thanks
Yes.
to Yashanth for that. He got the
Yep.
timing right. He just posted about it, and I mean that was quite selfless. He was like, "Okay, I get all my deals notification from the server itself, so join the server." And just
Yep.
yesterday, I think we got nearly 30 members. It's just insane.
Yeah, so I think over 50, safe to say over 60 people just in the less than 24 hours joined ICG Discord server.
Yep, yep. It's been quite a lot. I mean, and at first when I was sitting there, I was wondering if we were getting raided. And someone said, no, Yashwant posted a tweet promoting this. And I'm like, oh, really? They rejected. I'm like, okay, this is nice. And yeah,
Yeah,
anyways, so regarding the PSVR 2, Bilal says, yeah, I don't think 57 is a purchasable price. Even the
yeah,
imported ones were sold for 48,000. It's
yeah.
unbelievable they marked it at that price. Well, I guess you're paying 10,000 extra for Indian warranty, I guess. So,
Indian warranty. That's the only reason, man, to get it to pay 10,000 more than the gray market.
yeah.
And everybody knows ICG is against scalping or against gray marking, no doubt in that. But it sounds very compelling for the general gamer who just wants to get their hands on a new imported one, a sealed one for 10,000 rupees less than the official one. And I didn't see any issues like a DualSense controller having drift issues. I didn't see any hardware issues with PSVR 2, right? So you might not even use that warranty in less than 1 year. So people are just risking it, I suppose. But again, please do not encourage these people who import it and sell it, because if you keep buying them, they keep getting them and taking up the market, I suppose, in a justifiable way. But yeah, I think below also says get PSVR to set up a game booth rent for 200 rupees per 10 minutes business.
Yeah.
That's a very compelling business. Yeah. Next generation. I think how the computer games were at our younger age, like 10 rupees 1 hour. PSVR 2, like the VR is the next version of that. What do you say? Renting it, game enjoyment near the schools. I suppose open a shop, have 2 or 3 PSVR 2s and 10 rupees for 10 minutes. And yeah, they'll be flocking to experience that. Just imagine GTA. You could play GTA 6 in your PSVR 2. I'm
Yes.
just giving ideas for Rockstar here. I know
Yeah.
they have that in their plan, but of course they won't ignore any of something like that. But yeah,
Um,
just imagine you can get into this. What it's Leonide? What's the city? It's called in GTA 6.
I don't
I
know.
think it's,
It's
I don't
Vice
know,
City
man. I
anyway.
forgot as well. Yeah, yeah.
I just say
So
Vice City.
yeah,
That's
just
it.
imagine entering that city in PSVR 2. But yeah, sounds
Yeah.
good.
So I just want to say to Bilal, kindly spend 50. 7,000, buy a PSVR 2, and with the money you get from the business, send some to me. I'll buy a PSVR 2 and start the business with you. That'll be the best way. And Hungry Wolf is here to say one of the cons of the PSVR 2. It cannot play 3D content nor do 360-degree video. Well, I can tell you
Mm.
one positive thing, and the thing is that uh, if DualSense controllers get stick drift, the only thing that will drift on a PSVR 2 headset will be your mind. The mind will be drifting totally.
Oh, the motion sickness. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah. That's a good one.
yes,
Apparently, they worked this out. They heard the complaints or the feedback from the PS VR from the first version, and
yeah,
they made so many changes to not feel that your brain is kind of they're tricking you basically in PSVR 2. It's a lot better than what the PSVR had. I don't think most people will have that motion sickness, but that is true. Good one. AJ
yeah.
moment, certified
Thank,
AJ moment.
thank you. Yeah, I mean, of course, I have heard from many people saying that the motion sickness is not there in the PSVR 2, which is good. But then again, it's not justifiable here because, as far as I know, the only PSVR 2 ready game that you can play is Gran Turismo 7. And No Man's Sky is also PSVR 2 ready. But good luck finding a disc now. That is the thing.
Yeah.
And Bilal has come to the rescue and said it's Leonida, like Florida. Okay, thank you,
Leonida.
Bilal.
Yeah, I was so close. I said Leonida something, but yeah, Leonida, like
I
Florida.
only
Nice.
whenever it's Leo, I always remember Leonidas only from
Yeah.
300. So. And Aishwarya says, by the way, when Biluda revealed GTA 6 trailer released early just to delay it. Yeah, yeah, well, Bilal himself has said he'll join in Christmas week. And Angry Wolf asks, how long were you sitting on that joke for AJ? Well, ever since Yashwant mentioned Stick Drift itself, and when he said no hardware issues on the PSVR 2, immediately that struck my head. So I was like, it's been quite a while, I guess, a few minutes, a few minutes. But yeah, anyways, so moving on from that, the biggest event besides the trailer, of course, was the Game of the Year awards. And before I say anything about it, I want to say that it's basically just a huge ad campaign, I guess.
Advertisement. Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, when I saw the tweets about it saying that people only had 30 seconds to do a speech, and then they'll put a sign saying wrap it up, and if they don't do it, then
Please wrap it up. I
and
think
it's,
that's going to be a meme template soon. If nobody stops talking, they'll just put this, please wrap it up. That's going to be
yes,
a big meme template, man.
yes. I just hope that no one on the server uses it on me. So yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, jokes apart, man, it is really, really what you say, and not encouraging to see such. Jeff Keighley has a huge presence, has a huge stage with the Game Awards, and sidelining the not even mentioning, not you cannot even say sidelining, man. It's not even mentioned that these incredible developers who kept their passion, who kept their entire energy in building some game and seeing them laid off, they didn't even mention it. I don't know. Maybe I'm 100% certain they had a discussion that hey, should we address this? And they were like, no, let's just ignore it and we'll just stick with our advertisements. We get more money with that kind of thing. And the Game Awards is kind of supposed to be what you say, positive, but yeah, man, you cannot have all good things. You have to address the shortcomings as well in the industry. I I think mentioning such kind of thing will bring more attention to these big corporations that are just laying off. Instead of what do you say, doing proper analysis and then doing adjusting the resources or funds to instead of layoff. I think there should be a lot of discussion, but basically, yeah, 80% from IGN's analysis, right? They did mention that 18%, so 18% of the entire 3 hours 25 minutes or something, it was 18%, around 30 minutes or something was the actual game awards, and the rest was completely advertisements, game reveals, new updates on the existing games. What can you say, man? And I also saw information like analysis that Hideo Kojima and this guy, the director, uh, what is his name? I forgot.
Guillermo del
Uh,
Toro.
no, no, no. The Nope director, man. Up, Nope director. Get Out director. As Jordan Peele. Yeah. Hideo Kojima and Jordan Peele. They got 8 minutes for just one game reveal, OD reveal. So yeah,
Wow.
8 minutes, and then just assume 30 seconds for each developer, and you just what is it? 16 developers would have got. That's the 8 minutes for just one game reveal, which is insane amount of time. But what
Yeah.
do you think?
I mean, Christopher Judge almost had a speech that was longer than the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 campaign. Uh,
Oh my God, that was a highest burn on any level, man. That was so big, and yeah, you even see him saying that "Hey, another company that I will never work for." I don't know how
yeah,
many companies that he will never work for, but that was. I think he is an incredible actor, incredible, amazing person, and him going out and taking a risk and saying something like on a biggest franchise like COD to come out and say that. I don't know, man. He is next level. He's good in
yeah.
that industry.
Well, I guess you could say that he's a very good judge of good companies.
Judge of the
Hey,
Christopher.
hey. Yes,
I
yes,
just certified moment. Yeah.
yes. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, there are many people putting up tweets saying that it is so glorified and all that. People are rushed and everything, and like
Yeah.
Kojima and all only got the most amount of time to talk about stuff, and it was like they were very upset that they did not even take a single moment to address that 6,000 people were laid off this year alone, which is pretty sad for the
Over
biggest amount,
6,000. Yeah. Yeah.
for the biggest event of regarding gaming, um, in the current time at least. So yeah, I mean that is really bad, and I don't know. It's just bad. That's all I can say.
Yeah, yeah. And on the other level, right, as Aishwarya points it out, Spider-Man 2 lost high nomination, zero award denominations. Yeah, yeah. I think it was nominated for seven awards, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think
Six or
seven,
seven, I think.
seven, I
Seven,
think
yeah,
seven.
seven nominations, and then it didn't win at least even not even a single one. And Baldur's Gate 3 completely deserves all the wins that it got. And I haven't played the game, but I've just seen the incredible response that everybody was like, "This is a way better game than Spider-Man 2," kind of thing. It was coming from the people who played both the games. So yeah, I think you can say that Baldur's Gate 3 deserved all the attention, and Alan Wake 2 got amazing ones as well. Street Fighter 6, I think, obviously the fight-based fighting game, no doubt about that. Yeah, and I should also say is joke number two of the day for Abdul.
Yes.
Yeah, and Billu says the joke was not taken lightly, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah, I think many of the people were. It's of course, man. As I said, COD has a huge presence. It's incredibly the biggest franchise for a shooter game. No doubt, nobody in the world will not even know. Any gamer should know COD at least by just the name of it. Yeah, I'm not surprised by the backlash. Angry Wolf says several Call of Duty developers called out Christopher Judge's comment on COD. Yes, they did. Shwara says people replied that they are getting as edgy as the players who play their games. And then Baylor says, yeah, it would have been great if they didn't had a defensive tweet, rather countered that COD is a multiplayer focused rather than single player. That point would have been great. Yeah, they should have focused on what they are good at instead of what they were completely not good at, I suppose. They shouldn't be coming to defend something. They should be coming pointing out, hey man, this is not a single player game. This is a multiplayer game, and it has been great from that point of view, from that perspective. So kind of Yeah, I think the first thing the fans do is defend when their beloved franchise or when their beloved game was kind of made joke of in a like that. I think the first thing, the natural instinct was kind of defend, I suppose. That's what happened. That's natural instinct. Uh, Good that gamers are defending their loud games, but they should also see what they actually mean. And they paid $70, right? If I'm not wrong. So $70 for such a short campaign, and
for a
is it
DLC.
worth the price? Yeah, is it worth the price, man?
Yeah. Anyways, I'll reply to all of these comments at the same time, especially the one where Angry Bull says several Call of Duty developers called out Christopher Judge's comment on COD. Well, I mean, I did see some of those tweets, and I don't know who it was, but someone was like, Call of Duty has made more sales number than the entire God of War franchise combined. And I'm like, dude, seriously. I mean, you guys are releasing a game almost every year. How many Call of Duties are
Every
there?
single year.
And
Yeah.
how many God of Wars are there? What, maybe. Well, we'll just take the mainline titles, I guess. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Then we have 2018 and Ragnarok. So 5. If you want to include PSP, that will become 7. And God of War Ascension, no one talks about that. So that's 8. So 8 games over the course of almost 20 years, single player focused, and how much do you expect them to sell in the first place? And you're releasing a game almost every year, and million people buy it and continue to play it. So it doesn't make sense. But I mean, eh, he was trying to be, he was trying to joke around. People can't
Joke
take a
around. Yeah.
joke. I mean, I guess some of the Activision staff are also in their own Call of Duty lobbies, so they must be picking up that stuff from their own players, I guess. I think Aishwarya is not Aishwarya. Yeah, Aishwarya may be right about that. They're getting as edgy as their own players. Hi there, CHY. Thank you for joining us. Right. Aren't you going to say hi, Yeshwanth?
Hey, CH, sorry, I was looking at the other comment, but hey, thank you for joining, man.
Yeah. Well, I'll just quickly dive into the game awards and see the winners for every category. So obviously, the game of the year goes to Baldur's Gate 3. Yay for that. Best game direction also goes to Baldur's Gate 3. And best narrative goes to Final Fantasy 16. Best score and music also goes to Final Fantasy 16. Best audio design goes to Alan Wake 2. Innovation and accessibility Forza Motorsport. I mean, of course, if you're good,
Did
if
you
you,
play Forza, Abdul?
of course, how would I miss a chance to
Miss a chance to play
play a
Forza.
race? Yeah, so
Did you really like the accessibilities? Is it the game award-winning accessibilities level?
I mean, even Horizon itself was fantastic with accessibility. I mean, I was able to play Horizon. I was even able to play Motorsport pretty easy. It was pretty fun. For however long I played, it was fun. I didn't play it too long. I mean, I was in it for the hype for the first few hours, but I didn't get hooked into it as much as Gran Turismo 7. But I must say that really did put in a lot of effort for accessibility. I mean,
Okay.
even a blind player being able to race is something a big achievement, a big achievement. So kudos to Turton
Oh, I
Studios
didn't
for
know
that.
that. That's awesome, man. Wow.
Yeah, they give you audio cues to tell you when you're within the track limits and stuff like that.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, kudos to Turton Studio. More studios should focus on accessibility for players like me. So yeah, thank you, Turton Studios. Right then, so games for impact is space for Unbound. And if you guys followed our previous podcast, you would know that the studio got bought by Toga Productions, which made
Yeah.
Coffee Talk. So who knows? Might get an award next year also. Best ongoing game is Genshin Impact. I'm not surprised. Best community support, Genshin Impact. Best independent game, Sea of Stars. Very well deserved. Best debut indie game, Cocoon. Also deserved. Best mobile game, Honkai Star Rail. No surprise because if this didn't come out, I'm pretty sure Genshin Impact would have won this as well. Best
Wait a
VR.
second. The best ongoing game is Cyberpunk 2077, right?
Really? My
Yeah.
fucking list. Oh, sorry. It is Cyberpunk. Maybe my
Yeah,
list is
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Or is it coming? I think best ongoing is Cyberpunk. Sorry, yeah. I mean, they
I
haven't.
was I was I was surprised a bit. I just about the same time CH32 says that okay, let's continue with that. But I saw Ashwin posting on Discord pretty rare stuff. Thank you for that. Yes, pretty rare. And CH32 also says, do you think Cyberpunk deserved that ongoing award? I was at the same time you said that CH32 came with that comment, and I was like, yeah, who hacked Aishwarya's, who hacked AJ's list?
Uh,
All right.
Jared,
Hangable says
before
always great to see
before
accessibility being featured as a feature rather than an afterthought. Absolutely, Hangable. And yeah, sea of stars. Yeah.
just to be clear, no one hacked my list because no one bothers to and no one really wants to. If there's an error, it's probably completely on me. So I must have done that error. Yeah. So and then again, I won't blame myself because I copy pasted this from somewhere else. So it is someone else's mistake. Okay, I'm not going to be modest about it.
So I
Uh,
think the biggest one, as CH32 says, right? See, Cyberpunk 2077 is a big one, man. I don't know if people will agree or not. The way it released and the way it is right now, it's a huge improvement and a great improvement. And CH32 says Abdul was reading the actual deserving list.
no, 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 don't say that. Don't say that.
But yeah, what do you think about that, man? Cocoon, absolutely. I think you played it, right?
I mean, in this entire list of games and that I've played, I mean, the one awards I only played six out of the entire list, and there are
Okay,
what 15 plus awards. So
50 plus
I
hours.
mean, still, but yeah, uh, I think Cyberpunk deserves it because they are pretty much CD Projekt Red pretty much did what happened with No Man's Sky. They
Exactly.
they just did a complete 180. They just they were at such a low point that PlayStation and Xbox removed the game from their stores, and if you bought it, it offered you refunds. And
Yeah.
now, like, it's an almost like a completely new game. So it's like they've been keeping on, trying to make it better. So best ongoing is deserved because ongoing support. So yeah, I think it is very well deserved for Cyberpunk. And yeah, Sea of Stars best independent game. I should still finish that. Trust me, despite an indie game, it's a very long game. Easy 40 hours, easy
Oh
40 to 50
wow.
hours. So yeah, I should definitely play that game. The best indie game, debut indie game, Cocoon. Yeah, of course, I got 100% on that on Game Pass.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
yeah, it was a lovely game, beautiful game. I mean, and yeah, so best VR AR Gran Turismo 7. That itself goes to show that that is the only game you're going to be playing on PSVR,
You're
right?
gonna be playing, yeah. I think there is kind of wink wink, I suppose. Hey, just show what you can play on PSVR 2 and let's win what you can play on PSVR 2 kind of thing, I suppose.
It's. I
Yeah,
mean, I
and
mean,
Sesha says CD Projekt Red did a thing which majority of the big game producers don't do after they mess up. Yeah, that is true.
EA, cough, cough,
They did a
EA,
really good one.
EA, cough, cough, EA. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, so Aishwarya says also Cocoon was OP. Of course, it is OP. It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and best action game was Hi-Fi Rush. Yes, I will also accept that. It's a, but right now
I
I'm
think
start.
it was kind of a surprise, right? Nobody expected Hi-Fi Rush to be that good, and everybody was surprised that okay, it's really genuinely a good game kind of thing, right?
I mean, it got shadow dropped and won an award. What more do you want to say?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's what I
So,
was saying. Yeah.
but at this time, I'm kind of feeling skeptical about my list. I'm starting to doubt myself. Is it all correct? And yes, exactly as I thought, Aishwarya Bharati said Armor Code 6 also. What? So it is Armor Code 6. It was not Hi-Fi Rush. I don't think it is Hi-Fi Rush. My entire list is
Let
not
me.
correct. I don't want to choose. Oh my god. I messed up big time, I guess. But anyways, I'll still read
Yeah.
it. I'll still read it. And if obviously you guys would have seen it, so you can correct me wherever I'm wrong. So yeah, anyways, moving on. Best action adventure, Alan Wake 2, that is deserved. Best RPG, Final Fantasy 16, also deserved. Best fighting, Street Fighter 6. The name is in, I mean, the name is in the game itself. So yeah, it's bound to. Best families,
Wait, best fighting is Street Fighter 6. Yes, you can
Yes.
continue. I have the list.
Yeah, yeah, great, great. So Bilal also posted the link. Thank you very much, Bilal. And yeah, so best family party animals. Yeah,
No, no, no. Super Mario Bros.
this list is fat. You know what? I'll let you read the list. My list is
I'll,
messy.
I'll, I'll continue the list. Yeah, someone hacked AJ's list for sure. Apologies for that. Yes,
Yes,
let's. The best family game, Super Mario Bros. Best sim strategy, Pikmin 4. I think that's
that's correct.
everybody said Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 like brings back the memories of
Pikmin,
actual Pikmin game.
Pikmin,
Yeah, and best sports racing,
for
Forza
some
Motorsport.
motorsport. That's a
Yeah,
given.
best multiplayer presented by Discord, Baldur's Gate 3 from Larian Studios. Player's
Yes.
voice, no, absolutely no doubt, Baldur's Gate 3. And the most anticipated game,
Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy 7
VII
Rebirth from Square Enix. Absolutely,
already
I think
pre-ordered. Already
already
pre-ordered.
our admin Abdul has already pre-ordered the game,
Major
and I think
mistake.
it
Major mistake.
I think it's worth it, man. I don't think
It's
at
not
this
about
point it's not going to fail. Yeah,
it's not about being worth it or not. I myself am a strictly against don't pre-order kind of guy, but I went and pre-ordered. That is very
no
blasphemous
worries.
of me. But
So
yeah,
basically, the contenders for most anticipated, I think I'm exactly the two awards I'm most excited are the Game of the Year award and then the most anticipated award. So we know the Game of the Year is Baldur's Gate 3 and the most anticipated is Final Fantasy 7. But I think for me, Hades 2, I didn't actually play Hades 1. I saw the
yeah,
gameplay
yeah.
for like an hour or so, but Hades is quite interesting from my point of view. I didn't play any Final Fantasy game, so I don't. I'm not that excited, I would say. But for me, Hades from the nominations. But yeah, content creator of the year, Iron Mouse, no clue. Best esports game, Valorant. Yeah, no doubt, I suppose. Best esports athlete, Lee Faker Sang Hyuk. Apologies for that. Best esports team, JD Gaming, League of Legends. Best esports coach, Christine Potter, Chi.
Wait. All
Um,
the list. He was not even a
yep.
coach this year, but he won the award.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah. That's the thing about Jeff's the game awards. He was nominated, but he wasn't even a coach this year. He himself tweeted about it, but he still won. Yeah, that has been too
There's still
OP.
one. Shows the what do you say the what do you say the importance or the research or the analysis that the game award team the awards team does before they do such a big event as this. Yeah, they were more focused on hey, how many ads we can put, how many more trailers we can put, kind of thing, instead of actually going through the nominating the right persons and giving the award to the right persons. So
Yeah,
yeah, the final award was Best Esports Event 2023 League of Legends World Championship. Yeah, I don't.
best art
Basically, I'm
acts.
not much of an esports guy, so everything just
Yeah,
went over my head.
best adaptation, Last of Us, and which game got best art direction?
Best art. Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
Best art direction Alan Wake 2, Remedy Entertainment, Epic Games Publishing.
nice. I guess the people who did the research for the game awards must have been the people who wrote the winners list where I copied from.
They themselves are so confused, I suppose.
I don't know. Maybe this was like an internal mess up, and
Uh,
I was pretty much occupied for the entire week. I was not even at home, so this is all a last minute effort thing. So I didn't do my fact checking properly. But yeah, uh, thanks to all of you for correcting my mistakes and telling me this thing.
I
And
think absolutely that's thank you for pointing it out. And innovation in accessibility,
speaking
Diablo
Diablo
4,
4,
Babe, Blizzard Entertainment. Yeah.
okay, wait, but that comment got deleted.
Accessibility, Forza Motorsport. Yes, that's it. Innovation in accessibility, Forza Motorsport.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. I think you played Diablo 4, you played Hi-Fi Rush. Out of these three, you still think Forza deserved that award?
Well, I can clearly say that Hi-Fi Rush, it was accessible, but I couldn't pull out the combos. That was very, very tough.
Yeah.
So, and Diablo 4, I mean, yeah, the controls were easy enough. I could play it, but nothing too accessible. So I should definitely go to Forza. So yeah,
Awesome.
uh,
Awesome.
yeah. So and with that, we will conclude the winners of the Game Awards. Right. Moving on. PlayStation has sent out emails that they will remove some Discovery TV shows on December 31st from people's video library, even if they paid for it.
Yeah.
So this goes to show, don't buy digital content.
I think
This,
this is just another reminder for gamers, man. It's just pretty straightforward that people should never even consider buying digital copies. You are basically at the grace of the platform provider, man. It's that bad. I don't think people should be even encouraging these digital copies. Yes, they are easy to manage. They are pretty at click of a download, but click of a button. Uh, but again, you have to have kind of a server authentication or something, right? For most of the digital copies. So that's any day not good. No, never good. So removing having the content online and then just relying on the provider to have your purchased um, orders to be there for hundreds of years. That's never going to happen if it's digital.
first of
People should
all,
always prefer physical disc.
first and foremost, we won't even be living for hundreds of years, so that doesn't make
Yeah,
any sense.
man, this is a generational treasure. The games we play, the games we collect, as our parents had given our gold or silver, right? We will give our discs to our kids. Hey, man, this is my treasure. So
Yeah.
please take care of this. That has its own value. That has its weight. The memories that you have with your kids, to basically see and have a memory, a moment that yes, I played this game with my father. Now I am holding this kind of in my hands. That doesn't come with a physical copy, man. Sorry,
Yes.
yeah, with the digital one.
Yes. And if it is from if it's going to be my child, it's going to be very heavy because I have a lot of games. So
Yeah, you'll be giving like, hey man, just open that cupboard and carry it out.
yeah, carry the cupboard itself.
Cupboard itself.
But yeah, it is. Right. So Hungry Wolf says it was either Forza or Spider-Man 2. Either is fine for accessibility. I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, even Spider-Man 1, I mean, Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales, they were quite accessible. I could play them quite easily. At first, when I played it, I was like, I don't think I can play this game. But then I went through the accessibility settings and I'm like, this game is too easy. But yeah, that is how it is. So kudos to both Insomniac and Turn 10. And CHY says digital content is just a rental service. I mean, yeah, it is.
Exactly. You're absolutely correct. It's just a rental service.
And CHY says, me to my son, keep these discs. Son, but dad, our console has no CD drive. Me, use the HDMI port, please.
Yeah, yeah. People will be like, "Hey, I never seen this. What does it do? Do I just throw it like a frisbee? No, man. This is a disc, physical disc. This is how we used to play nowadays." Kind of. People, the next generation might not even know, to be honest. So, yeah, we have to save this physical discs.
Man, now something just struck me right now. You know how,
Hmm.
like, in these early to mid 2000s and 2010s game, the save icon was always a floppy disk, right? I
Yes,
I feel like if the things are going the way they are going, in the future the save icon will be a CD. So
CD.
I
That's
do
a
not
very good point. We used to have the save. I mean, I, wait, it's already right. The auto save is already a CD disk.
in some games, not all, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It just the disk loads up in most of the. I think slowly we'll just fade out. They'll just fade out the floppy disk from save to the normal CD Blu-ray disc kind of thing. But yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's a future I'm not willing to see. But yeah. Anyways,
People might not even know that's a floppy disk these days, if you ask
many people
most of
don't
the
know.
people.
Many people don't know
Yes,
really. They don't know
no,
what's
no.
it. Yeah, and lots of people. I mean, I've seen many kids be like looking at the old CRT TVs. They're like, "What is this thing hanging behind the TV?" I'm like, "That's the entire TV. That's how it was before." And
Yeah.
and now with all the phones and these cordless landlines and stuff, if you still have a phone which the rotary dial, those and
Yeah.
all are like antiques, absolute antiques. And also, I
You
feel
see
bad.
them in museums these days.
Also, I don't think that the next generation will be able to have experience the fun of using a pencil to wind up the tape inside a cassette. So
Ah, right. I do miss that one. Yes, you have to switch it up, and I think it plays two sides, right? So if
yeah,
you play it and then if you just swap it up, it plays a different kind of thing. So yeah,
yeah,
it was double-sided once, and yeah, the fun of rewinding.
yeah,
They might not even know that, hey, what does this do rewind? Why does it has that kind of symbol in that sense? Yeah, previously we used to do it manually, so
yeah.
all these
You know what? What I'm going to
physical.
do is one of these days I'm going to buy a floppy disk, one of those rotary dials, a cassette, and keep them. And when I grow up, one day I'm just going to randomly give it to my kids and be like, figure out what this does, what it
What
is.
this does. That's a very good point. It's a challenge. It's
Yes,
like, son, if you need my treasure, you have to figure out what these are.
yes, exactly. If you want to be part of my will and inherit my property, then figure this out. Yeah. And
All
Hungry
the
Will,
all the hundreds of physical discs.
exactly. Hungry Will says, remember we could buy a giant lens for CRT TV to make them bigger. Oh, yeah, of course, man. I mean,
Yeah.
even now people are saying that CRT TVs are even better than LCDs and OLEDs in terms of refresh rates and accuracy and blah blah blah. And you never know what a thing is worth as long as you have it, I guess.
Yeah.
And CHY says nostalgic Indian console gamers podcast 1.0.
1.0, man.
I
Yeah.
mean,
We are just getting sidetracked a bit. That's what we do. We never guarantee that we'll go through all the content. So two guys who just like to talk about games and then drift apart in the middle.
yes. I mean, we're old, man. What else do you expect? We're not kids. We have our old childhood memories that, of course, the future is not going to experience. So, man, I feel old. I really feel old
Yeah.
talking about this. Yeah, and
And then
Aisha says there was a funny video where the kids were confused what this metallical circular water is.
wafer is
Oh, sorry,
circular
wafer,
wafer. Yeah,
circular
yeah.
wafer. Metallic circular wafer, what is that?
I think it's the black discs, the needle music thingy.
Vinyls. Right, vinyls. Oh,
Vinyls.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, yes.
Vinyl discs. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, vinyls. Oh, yes, vinyls, yes. Okay, let's not talk and make myself feel even more older. Let's continue with the news. So, God of War Ragnarok is getting a free DLC called Valhalla on December 12th.
December 12th. Yeah.
Yeah, so those of you who have Ragnarok, get ready for a new DLC. And don't think that you might, miss out much, but it's like more of a roguelike, you know, battle arena
Yeah.
kind of challenge sort of thing. There's very, very little like epilogue in it. So, story wise, there's a little bit of content, but not completely. But hey, it's a free DLC. What more do you want?
Yeah.
And CHI says no matter what they say, previous gen electronics were 100 times durable and consumer friendly. Our CRT TV is 1 to 2 years older than me, but it works better than a 2 year LED TV which has flickers already. I mean,
I think that's pretty much what you say, an open secret. People do not make any product durable because they are basically they want more customers, man. If you keep building good products, you are just one lost customer for them. If you just build something of a product that lasts 1 year, 2 years, you have a customer that will come back again. You just have to keep up with the demand or with the features that the market wants. Basically, you have a repeating customer who will just keep on buying the same product just for the sake of it. And yeah, durability is an afterthought. Not even a thought, I would say these days.
Yes. Aishwarya Marathi says, no, no, they do not know what the Mosa Bear CD was. But that's not a metallic wafer, man. Wafer should have at least three layers. CD is just
Yeah,
one slip. And CHY asks, how long is the DLC? I don't know, but it might not be that very long. I mean, it's like a rogue like
it's
fighting
like a
things.
roguelike. Yeah,
So I don't know. It depends on your replayability and how good you are and your skill issues.
I
So
don't think they announced the official time of this new DLC. I don't think so.
and how they will feed back with the facts. Planned obsolescence. That is
Obs
that
obsolescence. Yes, yes, yes. Obsolescence.
obsolescence. Thank you very much. I will add that to my vocabulary and correct people when they use it.
It's obsolete after few
Yes,
generations.
it's absolutely obsolete. Yes. Anyways, so moving on. Starfield has surpassed 12 million players since its launch back in September. Kudos to
Yeah.
Starfield. Many people are upset it didn't get an award. But what can you do? That's how it is. And currently, there's a Fortnite collab in, I mean, Lego collab in Fortnite. So, as of, I think, Friday, no, I think December, I think Thursday, 7th, so Thursday. So, as of the 7th or 8th of December, over 2.1 million people are currently playing Lego Fortnite. Okay, nice. And for those of you who purchased like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, you'll know that the box art is in Japanese, the audio is in Japanese and everything. But it finally looks like the developer will release an English dub in an update that will be free update that will be coming out in this month sometime. The date is not confirmed. Anyways,
It's a free update though. Yeah.
it's a free update. So imagine that getting language as an update. That will be interesting. And yeah, so this is stats about the GOTY game that Larian Studios themselves have shared. Apparently, 1.3 million players have completed the game since launch. What?
Wow.
When did it launch? I forgot when it launched. When did it launch?
October?
No, man, that's Spider-Man. I just will be
No,
able to get
before Spider-Man for sure. Yes, before Spider-Man for sure.
even that I will. Kindly let us know in the comments when it was launched. My memory is a bit hazy. Another trait of growing old, I guess. Anyways, yeah. 94 percentage of players created a custom character. Looks like
3rd August.
okay. Good thing you have Google with you. So
Yeah.
August. So what is that? August, September, October, 4 months. Wow, wow. 1.3 million people completed a game within 4 months.
Completed the game. That's awesome, man.
Nice. 94 percentage of people created a custom character. I mean, if you're going to play a game like this, of course you want your own character
Of
to look
course you
like
want your
something.
own. Yep.
1.24 million players were transformed into a wheel of cheese. Apparently, there's a spell or a hex in the game which turns your character or player into a wheel of cheese. And apparently, 1.24 million people were turned into cheese. Wow. But this is the most interesting fact. Players have spent a combined time of 8,196 years in the character
Wow.
creator.
That's not hours, that's not months. 8,196 years
Yes.
just in character creation. So
Yeah.
just imagine 1.3 million people completing the game. That's incredible numbers.
Yes. I don't know the sales number, but I'm guessing the remaining amount of people are still stuck in the character creator, perhaps. Who knows?
So compelling that they are still creating the character.
Yes. They're like, no, a little bit over here. Let's make an adjustment over here. But yeah, I mean, despite its success, it's still digital. We are hopefully next year we'll be getting physical. And
Yeah, they announced the physical, right? The
yeah,
PS5 version and
with
the
it, yes.
Xbox versions as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if they'll price it regionally. I don't know how expensive it will be. So I
Yeah.
better start saving. And CHY32 says, by the way, 9th and 10th are free multiplayer days on PlayStation without PS Plus. You can play EAFC 24 COD and some other multiplayer without paying. I won't even pay to
That's a
buy
good one.
EAFC 24 in the first place, or even Call of Duty. So I don't mind. I don't
I
care.
won't even what do you say? Add it to my library if it's part of essential.
Yep, 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 yep.
Never played FC. Yeah, and it wasn't that great of a version update as well. The FC 24.
And Billard asks, do you need the games? Which games though? EAFC and all that, or this Baldur's Gate? I don't know. But anyways, before Abila answers, I'll move on. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is getting a remake. Very
Yep.
good game. I wish it was co-op, but they made it in a way that one player can control both the characters to play it. So kudos to them. But I played it first on PC with my brother, and we were able to share the controls and play it on the same keyboard. It was fun. So I as soon
Awesome.
as soon as it was available on extra, I immediately downloaded it. Want to play co-op with my brother, and but oh my god, this thing is made to be played by one person with two sticks. So
I
yeah,
think with the new controller update, right, where you, I think a patent or I think it was a patent where you can have two controllers and just
no, it's an
control one
it,
character.
I mean no, I mean it came as an update recently. I think it was in
Yeah,
September or October. I think that update came where you can use a second controller to help out another controller.
exactly.
Maybe I'll
Yeah,
use that. Maybe I'll use that. Good idea. I think I should try that. But yeah, Brothers of Two, Son of a Tale of Two Sons.
I
It's
think
getting
this was the original It Takes Two. OG It Takes Two.
maybe, but it doesn't require two
But
people. Like
if they actually pull it off like It Takes two people playing two different characters. Yeah.
yeah, and Bilal says any games for playing free multiplayer, of course. But I'm not interested, Bilal. If you want, you can play. And CHO asks, will Iron Bay come on disc? Completely up to Remedy Entertainment. I'm not keeping my
Yeah.
hopes up for it. So oh look, we have a new viewer, Syncapper. Sorry,
Sinsepar maybe.
Syncapper. I
Yeah,
don't know how to
sorry, we are
pronounce that.
pronouncing it wrong.
Sorry
Thank you
for
for
butchering.
joining.
Yeah, sorry for
Yeah.
butchering name. Thank you for joining us. Kindly tell us how it's pronounced, so we
Yep.
won't make the mistake next time. But yeah, coming back to Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, it'll be launching on February 28th, 2024 for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC.
Easy.
And the next news is As Dusk Fall will be launching for PS4 and PS5 on March 7th. It was originally launched last year as a day one Game Pass title. It still is available on Game Pass, but now it's coming out for PlayStation as well. If you want a good game where you have to, you know, make most of the decisions to see how your story goes, then give it a shot. It was fun. And yes, Sincere P. Sincere. Sincere.
Sinsipar. Yeah.
Sincere. Okay, got it. Sincere. Hello, Sincere. Thank you for joining us. Right then. So, moving on. The third DLC called Upheaval in Jingxing. Jingxiang. Yes, Jingxiang. Upheaval in Jingxiang for Wulong Fallen Dynasty will be launching on December 12th. And then Supermassive Games is working on a single player Dead by Daylight game. As you all know, it's like a 4 or 5 player co op game where 4 people have to escape from one hunter or ghost or whatever it is. So, yeah, it was a pretty much a multiplayer game. Now they're going to make it a single player game. Let's see how it goes.
Wait a second.
Uh,
Wulong Fallen Dynasty, the third DLC. How was that game? I didn't see much talk behind this. Like what Baldur's Gate 3. I think the Wulong first when it was first showcased, right? Like everybody was surprised, like, oh my god, this is not coming from a AAA studio or something like that. But it looks so good. Like 2 years back or something. I don't even remember when it was honestly. But how was the game? Did you hear about how the game is? What was it kind of thing?
it's pretty good. I mean, I haven't played it, but I've seen people play it. It's pretty good. It's available on Game Pass if you want to try it out, but of course you can't play that. But yeah, and I mean it's pretty good for those who played it. It was very fun and
Team
such.
Ninja. Okay, looks like Team Ninja
Yeah, Team Ninja did it.
did that. Nice.
Anyways, Aishwarya Mathis says anyone tried the day before? Highly downloaded game. I mean, the rat Brad himself refunded it, so that goes to show how good it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, the day before is something we don't want to remember. And Sinseeper says, will Elden Ring DLC trailer come by the end of this year? I'll contact Miyazaki and let you know. But
No, I don't think so, man. Genuinely, I don't think it will be. If it's going to come, the Game Awards would have been the perfect stage for to reveal that, right?
I mean,
Um,
yeah, the same stage where they won Game of the Year, why can't they announce a trailer? So,
exactly.
I mean, like we
Safe
mentioned,
to say, not this year.
yeah, I mean, we already mentioned in the previous podcast that it's still in development, it's going good, but
Yeah,
it's a huge game. It's having an entire blood-borne amount of content thrown into it, so it's going to be a huge
exactly.
game. So,
It's going to take time.
yeah, so sometime next year, we'll see. Maybe in future game show, Gamescom, whatever, something like that. Hungry Wolf says a single player game by Supermassive Games looks great. Okay, great. And Hungry Wolf says Wulong was good, not as deep as Neo 2, but more accessible for players. Okay, fair enough.
That's good.
So kind of Souls like, I guess, maybe, but
Yeah,
a fighting game. So something that I'm not too much into. But yeah, moving on. Nintendo has cancelled the Nintendo Live 2024 Tokyo event and is postponing multiple esport events like Splatoon Koshien 2023 national finals after receiving threats against employees. Why would you guys do that? Threat.
yeah. So, I mean, I think they're just like, hey, man, give us more Mario games or give us more all these crazy things. But this shouldn't be the case. Nobody should be threatening employees, man. These are
Exactly.
just developers.
Yes.
Threaten the executives. No, no, on all seriousness, nobody should be threatening
Threatening
any game
anybody.
studio to bring a new game or anything like that. This is just wait, man. Be patient.
Yes. Put a petition or a plea or a
Change.org.
request or a kind request. Kindly
Kind
come back
request.
to India. Kindly come back to India, Nintendo.
Please
We are
come
here.
to India, Nintendo. Yes.
Yes. Anyways, this is for speaking of Nintendo. This is for people who play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Three mystery
Yep.
gifts are available for Darkrai, Shiny, Lucario, and one Master Ball. The codes are provided in the description below, and you guys can apply those codes in the game and receive your gift. So Darkrai will end by December 21st. Shiny Lucario will be gone by January 3rd, and the Master Ball will also be gone by January 3rd. So use the codes below in the description and claim your mystery gifts. Yes. So moving on, Twitch will shut down its business and the entire site in Korea on February 27th, 2024. The reason is that the operating costs are 10 times higher than in other countries and they couldn't find a way to run it sustainably.
Yeah.
I mean, it is tough
And
for us.
I actually saw that the next highest costing for them was India. So I think in the line of cutting this, what to say, support, maybe if nothing goes good against what they're expecting, maybe India could be next, man. But it's huge. It will never happen. But yeah, the cost per operating after Korea, it was India in the chat that they presented.
Damn. Guess we gotta be more careful. But
Yeah,
anyways, Bungie devs were the first ones to speak about the issues of these layoffs. So
yeah.
apparently they have told IGN that the atmosphere is soul crushing after the last few months of layoffs and the cost cutting measures. And this is all probably because they want to stay independent and not completely controlled by Sony. So yeah, lots of, I think hundreds of developers were laid off. I saw so many tweets like I was an ex Bungie employee. If you guys have uh, this particular position available, kindly contact me and all that. It was sad to see. And now even the devs who are still at Bungie are like, it's very hard for us to work here. It's very soul
The
crushing and
morale is very low right now. Yeah.
yeah. So this is sad actually. This is very sad.
I don't know what to say, man. It's not because their game failed, or it's not because they are not having good employees, not having good developers. It's because they don't want to be completely controlled by Sony. I don't know what reason is that. I don't know what this decision is. Even the management, the executives were kind of hostile right now. They are not have. they are not what do you say easy to approach state right now. They are even that's what I saw. One developer kind of they are very hostile. Morale is low in the floor in the offices. So I don't see any way for them that will go forward without. I think they took decision to lay off instead of want to be completely controlled by Sony. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, man. Sony has done a great job previously for all the studios that they hired, that they purchased, right? I didn't, honestly, I didn't see any negatives that, hey, Sony is controlling this, they are not giving us creative freedom kind of thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Nobody kind of
I
came out
don't
and
know.
said something like that. So
I am not wrong.
I think the one thing was the Returnal creator, right? Leaving
Yeah,
what is that studio? I
Housemark.
forgot. Housemark. Yeah, that I don't know the reason why he left, but that's the only thing I can think of where such a good creator leaving Housemark after its acquisition by Sony. But other than that, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but laying off the developers for this reason as this, I don't think it's a good reason.
Exactly. And Hungry Wolf has also come to clear this again. In Korea, the ISP takes money from end users and the content providers. Oh my god,
Okay.
so basically you're paying to watch Twitch and paying to make content. So yeah, makes sense now. Thank you very much, Hungry Wolf. Anyways, so the next thing is Zagan's Ritual and Yuki's Ritual are out now. These two DLCs are for Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew. And apparently the studio called Mimimi Games has delivered the last game and is shutting down. So, I mean, that's sad. They went off by giving two DLCs and they're shutting down. And now we come to the part where I hate the podcast, the layoff segment. So, Codemasters, the developers behind Grid, Dirt Rally, and even the F1 series, are hit with layoffs. They didn't specify how many people, but we always know that laying off people is not going to be in single digits or even double digits sometimes. And of course, this is because EA owns Codemasters. They bought Codemasters in 2021 for $1.2 billion. And then League of Geeks. Uh, is that even a studio name? League of Geeks. Okay, that's interesting. They made a game called Arnello and they laid off 50% of its staff. And so, development of their upcoming game, Jumplight Odyssey, has been put on hold indefinitely. Another game called
Mm.
Solium Infernum is still planned for February 14, 2024. I mean, you're taking off half your employees.
What do you expect for the game to be releasing on time? No, man. They plan that for accounting that everybody will be completing their task in the period of time. If you layered off 50% of your task, then you need to double your estimated time. That's not going to happen. I don't think so, man. Honestly.
Really unfortunate to see this. Anyways, Tiny Build is the next publisher on a long list which got a hit with layoffs. Once again, they didn't specify the number, but they're laying off. And then Saber Interactive also confirmed layoffs. And then Triple Topping Games, the studio which made Welcome to Elk, is shutting down. And with that sad note, I will be concluding all the news that is there for this week. Yes, so I don't think I missed
I
anything.
think we can basically continue with few questions, I suppose. What was your biggest snub from the Game Awards,
Uh,
Abdul? And comments, Bilal, if you guys are here, right? You can also jump in. What was your biggest snub in the Game Awards, which you thought would deserve or thought would win?
my biggest snub is the Game Awards themselves. I don't know why they're there in the first place. But
It's the E3 in December, man. That's what most people are calling it these days.
yeah, I
E3 in
mean,
December.
bring back E3. E3 was better than this. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. To be quite honest, I haven't played as many games that were nominated to be like, oh no, this got snubbed, that got snubbed. I played only a few of them. Six of the games I played were there on the list. So some of them won. So I'm like, yeah. But many of the games I haven't even played. I mean, I didn't play Spider Man 2. And I didn't bother. I'm too broke to buy it also. So I mean, I'm not into that hype train also, and pretty much the fact that so many people have completed and platinumed it so soon is also
Yeah.
like maybe not. Maybe I can wait some other time, maybe next year. And they might come up with the DLCs. Obviously, if going by how Spider-Man 2018 was, they would have gotten like there might be more DLC coming up. So I
Yeah.
just wait and buy a complete edition down the line. Saves me more time and money, I guess. And Sinsiper has the first comment. He's like Ben Star for voice acting. Who got the best award for voice acting?
Mm.
Check it
Check.
out. Right. And Billada says, I seriously thought
No,
adventure.
before that, there was a comment from Hungry Wolf.
Ah, yeah, sorry. Hungry says, if the gaming industry has no job security, will it remain healthy? Who will want to become game developers? Valid question, very valid question. I mean, it won't remain healthy, and all of us won't be able to play games in the future if this goes like this. If all of them go on strike, then what will happen to us as well? We won't be able to get any amazing games. And
Okay, the best performance went to Teal Newborn for Baldur's Gate 3,
ah,
awarded to an individual for voice over acting,
I see.
motion and/or performance capture.
Yeah, I mean, lots of people wanted Ben Starr from Final Fantasy
Final
to
Fantasy 16.
get it. Yeah, I felt I don't feel I cannot say snubbed because the person I wanted wasn't even in the list. I wanted Ralph Ineson to get an award. You did a fantastic job as Sid in Final Fantasy 16 and as Lodroth. Oh my god, I forgot the name. Uh, but yeah, he was also there in Diablo 4. His voice is very deep and very commanding. I mean, like every time I'm in a quest or even a cutscene with him, I'm Lorath. Yes, Lorath. Yes,
Alright.
that's his name. Every time I'm in a cutscene or every time his dialogue pops up, I mute everything and I'm just listening to him. Very interesting. It has
Yeah,
that.
you have my attention.
Yeah, my full attention. He's kind of like he has that sort of Morgan Freeman vibe to his voice. Like
Okay,
when you
okay.
hear it, you're like, okay, full attention on the voice. It's
Somebody
very,
important is speaking.
it's
Yeah,
very low and very commanding, and
very wise.
there's a presence, very good presence. So he
Bilu.
pretty,
Yeah. Bilu actually says, I seriously thought adventure category for Jedi Survivors and narrative for Spider-Man 2, but that is based on my experience in this year. And Bilu also says, maybe I will send you the 1,799 rupees disc KJ. And then Bilu says, Baldur's Gate guy. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I,
Hungry Wolf says Astarion for Baldur's Gate 3. That was phenomenal. Plus, he had more lines. Hungry
yeah,
Wolf also says me to AJ. Sid from FF16.
definitely yes.
Yeah.
So we got a snub. So Ben Starr for voice acting is Sinsiper's choice, and Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3. That's the name of the character, I guess. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
and yeah, so huh, I can't say
What
snubbed.
surprised you? What surprised you?
To be honest, I was never into the hype of the Game Awards, man. I didn't want to say anything. For me, I wouldn't say surprise. I mean, I wasn't surprised that Spider-Man 2 didn't get any awards or didn't win GOTY.
I was actually surprised, man. Honestly, I was actually surprised that I thought, okay, out of seven nominations, the narrative might, Spider-Man, as Billy says, from all the things that I've heard, I thought Spider-Man 2 had pretty good chance of winning at least two. Waking up and seeing that it didn't even win one award was quite surprising for me.
Yeah, I mean, even on a server, and Bilal decided to put up a post, voting poll for which game will win which
Yeah,
category, and it's like because obviously a player server is majority PlayStation players. Almost all the votes went for Spider-Man 2, and I'm like,
yeah.
wow, so many votes for Spider-Man 2. I mean, if any ICG member was part of the jury, I think Spider-Man 2 would have gotten an award. But yeah, I mean,
We
it
need
is
to
what it
send
is.
Billu to the jury.
Yes, I mean, it is what it is. We can't do anything. Chichoy says, I haven't received my 17.99 copy, so will wait for my rip-off deal as well. How can it be a
Uh,
rip-off deal? It's a good deal.
it's a very good deal.
Yeah, and since he says, I was surprised with free DLC announcement of God of War Ragnarok. I mean, yeah, that was a big
Yeah,
surprise.
yeah.
Biggest
Yeah,
surprise was
exactly.
that it was free. Biggest
Free.
surprise, yes.
That the free being the surprise. I agree.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, this new game plus was already given before. That's what people wanted. They also gave a photo mode.
Yeah.
Did they give a photo mode? I think a photo mode was also introduced. But yeah, free DLC always glad because even Final Fantasy 16, sorry, Final Fantasy 16 will be getting two DLCs. One is already
Yeah.
available,
Available.
but they're paid DLCs. So I guess I'll have to hold off on buying Final Fantasy 16 as well. I'll just buy the Royal Edition or whatever edition it is,
Whatever
completed
edition
DLC.
they release. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, this is starting to become more and more like a trend. Like games are releasing now, and then few months later they're
With
releasing
very
it.
little content that at full price, at $70 price, and then few months down the line you get DLC. Like what's supposed to be in the actual game, they are releasing it as a DLC.
I
And on the day one, you are not even getting the full polished or the expected game that they wanted. Yeah, they should have been releasing.
Yeah, I mean, we can't say that all games are guilty of this except for, of course, Call of
Yeah,
Duty. Because Final Fantasy 16 itself is great as its own standalone game. It holds up really well. It's a good 40 to 60 hours, I guess.
yeah,
So it's definitely full on, and it might have minor performance issues, but still many people love the game. So having a DLC for it is good. Horizon Forbidden West also had a DLC. Now it's come
yeah.
out as a complete edition, and of course the base game itself was huge. I myself got burnt out after a point.
But people did
No,
say that the Forbidden West was quite long and boring at the end of kind of the game.
I didn't even reach the end. I stopped midway. Not because I was bored, because I was burnt out. I was like,
But
okay, run here for a while, get bored, get on a horse, go
exactly.
gallop for a
Yeah.
while, get hunted by machines, try to shoot them down and escape, and it was rinse and repeat. So I mean, yeah, it's still a good game. I'll probably buy the complete edition down the line. Huh, but as always, I need money for it. So yeah, we'll wait and see. And CHY32 says, no, you never know what will be inside a Flipkart envelope. Uh,
That is
fair.
that is completely true. But good thing is, almost all the game things which are coming from Flipkart now require an OTP. So do not give OTP if you are not satisfied. Do not even give OTP to even take the order. So open the order in front, record it in front of the delivery man. Open the order. If you are satisfied, then give the OTP. So after you give the OTP, there's no taking back.
Yeah.
That's the important point. Check the game, record it, do the unpacking, record the video in front of the delivery agent, and then give the OTP if you're satisfied.
And looks like Bilal is leaving. See you around, guys. Thank you for joining us, Bilal.
Thank
Have a
you,
nice
man.
night. And yeah, I mean, the thing is, not all delivery guys are good enough like that. Some of them demand you give the OTP before they unpack it. Some of them are very hesitant to let you check thoroughly. I mean, because some people want to like take the disc, insert it on the PS5, wait for it to install and play it, and then give it back. I mean, that's not going to happen. I mean, maximum you can do is check outside if it has the proper PlayStation logos printed on the package. Then, if they allow you, open that, check the disc for scratches or dents and all.
Yeah.
And that's the maximum you can do. But then, I don't think they let you do too much. So, I mean,
CH32 says giving OTP is no less than a boss fight these days.
very true. Yeah, very true.
That's so true. Yeah.
Because in many metropolitan cities, I guess these guys don't want you to check anything. They just want the OTP first. So,
And
yeah.
before Billu says that, true, I am surprised as well, not because of free, but because of how close it was announced only 5 days.
Yeah, the game is available just 5 days after the announcement. So, and considering now it's, I think, 3 more days. Yeah, 3 more days. So
Yes, yeah.
3 more days till the game comes out.
And then
And
Sinsiper says it took me around 55 hours to complete Final Fantasy 16 with everything done in it. That's good,
nice.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so definitely it's worthy as a standalone game. So DLC is just a bonus for that case. So yeah. Meanwhile, people saying that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 itself is a $70 DLC.
$70 DLC. Yeah, yeah.
And then See, Joy asked, can I welcome the delivery person for a co-op match to test the disc?
It's your safety risk.
I mean, I don't know how many people delivering this even know what a PS5 is. So
Exactly.
if you do actually find a gamer, then kudos to you. And then if you actually manage to get him inside your house, another big kudos. And if he's patient enough to sit and play a game with you, then I don't know if he's either retiring early or ready to quit his job, because no one is going to sit and play with you when they have to do deliveries.
Deliveries.
Yeah, so I guess that's that. So you got anything to add, Yashwant?
No. What else was surprising in the Game Awards? So one thing is there was no the bodyguards, the security that Jeff Keighley put out. There was
Ah,
nobody coming onto the stage to thank the High Lord. What do you say? Clinton, right? Uh,
yes, another reformed unorthodox
Unorthodox or something.
rabbi,
Yeah, yeah.
reformed unorthodox
Orthodox. Yeah.
Rabbi Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Yes, yes, yes. And then he won't cancel because of too friendly circumstances. Ah, okay.
But his boss will
That's
not be
your
like, not what, not too friendly. I'm paying you to not
not
be
too
friendly.
friendly.
So too friendly is not
Yeah.
an option. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I was also expecting someone like that to pop up at the Game Awards, but
I was, when I woke up, I was first scrolling for was there anybody jumping onto the stage?
yeah, I
But no.
mean,
And there was there any mishaps like, hey, you are supposed to announce one game as a winner and you announce another game as a winner. So looks like their what do you say, their consultants did a good job. They mostly for these announcement they hired these big four companies, one of the big four, EY or Deloitte. And recently everybody was hiring EY for keeping them as a secret, right? So looks like they did good job. And what else? Yeah, the please wrap it up was one highlight of the event as well. I think that's what will be. People will show these in the comments if emojis was a thing in future. Please
yeah,
wrap it up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that's going to be something for the next year in the live chat. Please wrap it up.
Maybe, who knows? I just hope it doesn't happen. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I think Jeff Keighley's tweet from, I think, what was it, Gamescom? From Gamescom, someone jumped onto the stage and went GTA 6. And
Yeah.
after that event, he tweeted saying, the person who interrupted this show will never be interrupting anyone ever again. And that sounded very menacing. Is he going to jail or are you going to finish him off silently?
Finish him off.
It's, it
Yeah, that
sounds
was
it sounds very threatening, menacing. So
very threatening. Yeah.
people must have been like,
He doesn't when you look at Jeff Kelly, he doesn't look like a person who tweets that kind of tweet. But yeah, don't judge a book by its cover.
exactly. And of course, if you guys don't know, there's a website called Hard Drive Mag, and the main thing they do is make parody articles of everything that happens. It's always good to read it for a good laugh. I forgot to add it in the description. Maybe in the next podcast I'll add it. But yeah, one of the most recent articles was titled "The Game Awards runs for a total of 7 minutes with ad blockers on."
With 7 minutes. Yeah, it was three times more than that. But yeah, he was close.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's a good one.
7 minutes with ad blockers on. But I mean, yeah, so that sort of funny articles. Like back when this acquisition thing was big, they wrote an article saying Phil Spencer acquires Big Mac for $3 and stuff like that. So yeah, their articles are hilarious to read. So I mean, even they even posted something there like at the Game Awards, Nintendo lawyers are suiting up to sue the Game Awards because they are showing footage of Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Without their permission.
Animation. Yeah, so I don't know.
Nintendo doing the Nintendo thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they make really hilarious articles. So you
that's
guys should
good.
definitely check it out. But yeah, yes,
CH22 says, yeah, 2025 will be GTA year pretty much. So 2024 is the year for others to show their assets. CH32 also says it's true, though only 18% of the show was about actual games. Unfortunately, that is true. Yeah.
yes. I mean, 2024. From what I've seen, it's very dry actually. Um, Nothing big because
No,
20.
actually, 2024 is most of a DLC or sequels kind of an year, and 2025 will be overshadowed by GTA, no doubt. Most of the games, most of the streamers will just be streaming GTA 6. There's too much content to stop streaming, I suppose.
The with the trailer itself, people are making titles such as 300 things you missed in this GTA 6 trailer.
300 things.
The
Okay.
trailer is barely 3 minutes long, man. How can we miss 300 things? Are we watching the trailers with our eyes closed? How can there be 300 things? But yeah, one thing is after the trailer dropped, many people suddenly became fans of Lucia. Everyone was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm going to play my entire playthrough as Lucia. Yep. And we have a new viewer, Darbali. Is it Darbali or Durbali? I'm sorry for butchering it.
Hey there,
Yes.
Bali. Thank you, man.
Hey,
Thank you
man.
for joining
Thank you for
almost
joining
at
us.
the end of the podcast.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And welcome to ICG's podcast.
ICG podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be wrapping up soon, but yes, still thank you for joining us. But yeah, so Lucia fans are all over the internet already.
I also saw some fans pointing out this is not a spoiler, this is nothing, this is just speculation that it's the story might be going in reverse order, kind of thing. Uh, who knows?
Reverse order in what sense?
In the sense, once she had been caught by the police, or once the story has been ended, it's from a perspective of, so I lived through that kind of thing.
So like a flashback.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, whether or not Lucia, people really went gaga for the lady in the white bikini. So
Everybody was like, "This is Lucia, yeah,
yeah,
this is
there,
Lucia," kind of thing. Yeah,
there's a huge argument going on Reddit. There are so many posts like, "This is Lucia. This is not Lucia. This is Lucia." People putting red marks over points like, "See, this is similar to this. This is similar to that. This is her in makeup. This is her this. This is that." I
Let's
mean,
just ask Chat GPT or something. Let's see what that says.
I don't know.
What do you think of this lady is Lucia or not?
Very good idea. Maybe we should try that. But
Yeah,
then,
nobody tried that. Yeah,
but then again, I'm not going to trust AI yet. So that is there.
yeah. And the biggest thing was Gemini being staged. So Google admitting that they staged the Gemini demo.
Uh,
So that's if Google themselves staging an AI capabilities, what sort of chance that others have, man? That's so out of place. And Google should do better, basically.
yeah.
Google being Google, they shouldn't be doing such things.
Yes, Bard is still developing. Anyways, CHY32 says, I saw
Yeah,
Sydney Goldman after a long time. Which
Goodman.
is Goodman after a long time. Which is still in IGN. I don't know who
No,
she is.
she is not. No, she is not. Even by the time of the last Game Awards, I think she was out after or before the Game Awards. She is an independent analyst kind of thing right now. So she is not part of IGN anymore.
Interesting. Well,
She is ex-IGN. Yeah.
let's see. Yes, that sounds nice.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
that brings me to the point that IGN India follows ICG.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, IGN India follows ICG. I found out that yesterday only. Yeah, sort of going through all the new followers. One good thing is after many months, I'm getting positive follower count. That's because most of the people they just came for the restock. They got their money's worth kind of thing. They joined their Twitter account. They got their PS5. They unfollowed. But yeah, I think I started to share all these game news, and it's positive numbers after 3 months. It's so good to see. And yeah,
All good.
most of the things that I get are actually just taken from the source itself. I do share the source as well, the publisher, the article, or whatever it is. And when I was searching through that, right, I saw IGN India follows ICG. That felt very good.
Yeah, CHISS is a subtle flex.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. It is a flex, not subtle. I want to flex that.
It is what it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, I got quite a lot of members in Discord as well. I mean, I've already set up a sort of milestone in my head for the server count. Currently, we are at 6,800 plus, which is
Yeah.
good because I think for more than 3 to 4 months we are still hanging around the 6,600 to 6,700 range. But
Yeah.
it's good. We got 200 followers. I mean, 200 members. All well and good. I'll be really happy when we achieve the milestone of 6,969 members.
Yeah, we'll have a screenshot and then share it on Twitter.
Yes,
It's a nice moment.
perhaps I'll host my own personal giveaway if that happens. Who knows? That is like
Why
uh,
not? Yeah.
that is like Abdul's milestone for ICG target, printed out in bold. But yeah, all that aside, CHY says Yesvanth's shirt makes me think he will, you know,
So yeah,
hack
yeah,
my
I'm a,
laptop.
I'm a I'm a
Ah,
cybersecurity engineer. I work for a big MNC. So yeah, this is my MNC's what to say, one of the t-shirts they gave it, and I just wore it. It says information security. It's not what you see, it's what you can't see. That's what information security is.
see, we can't see the part where it says you can't see. It's perfect. We can't see the part where it says
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't.
I can't see. Thank you for
Uh,
that, man. Thank you for noticing that.
yes, yes. But yeah, he's taking priorities of not hacking into your stuff. So he's making sure that people don't hack your stuff. So great on that regard.
Yes.
But yeah, anyways, with that, it's time for us to conclude our episode of this week. So thank you all for joining and watching with us. We hope you had a good time. And as always, like, subscribe, watch more of our videos, and help us get to that 4,000 hour watch mark, which is very high. But we hope we'll get there someday. And it's our 30th episode already. So let's just keep going. Let's see how it goes. So thank you all. Good night, Aishwarya. Good night, CHY. Good night, Dubali. Darbali, you still haven't told me how to pronounce that name. Milal already left. And then good night, Hungry Wolf. And good night,
Sinsiper,
Sinsiper. And did I miss anyone? I don't think so.
Aishwarya.
Yeah, I said good night to Aishwarya first.
Right. I think yeah, PS5 Playground.
Yeah, we didn't get much of
He
comment,
joined.
but still, thank you.
Yeah, he just said hello everyone.
Yes, thank you for saying hello. And yes, as always, good night, guys. Have a nice night. Have a great Sunday and have a great week ahead. We'll see you all next week. This is Abdul and Yeshwan signing off.
Thank you guys. Thank you for joining.
Good night. Bye bye.